Hello again. As I promised, I'm back, and today we are going to go over what could be your biggest loss when you are a busy, overwhelmed, um, exhausted physician mom. And I have a disclaimer to add at the beginning of the video itself that I am a little sleep deprived from yesterday, and as a result, it may happen that I would have some word finding difficulties. If you are familiar with it, or if you remember, the earliest physical symptom of sleep deprivation is word finding difficulties. It is evident in women sooner than in men. It can be evident as early as your late 20s, way past my late 20s. So, yeah, please do not be surprised if I have that. So, I'm a living, walking example of what sleep deprivation can do. So, anyways, I got my tea here, and let's go ahead and hit the road. So, what could be your biggest loss when you are a busy, burned out physician mom, or a busy, exhausted, overwhelmed physician mom? So when you are busy and exhausted and overwhelmed, it may, you would know it better than I can say here, but you would immediately find that it's hard to get to all the things that you have to do. You have so many things to do, but it may be hard to get to everything that you can do. Sometimes you start some things. Sometimes you may have to leave it midway to get to the next thing in line. And so it's like a continuous game of juggling and multitasking. And that can leave you drained to begin with. This can mount your level of stress, and as a result, over a period of time, it can have a tax on your, it can be taxing on your endocrine system. And hopefully, we catch it before it gets to that point. In the meantime, it may lead to us feeling irritable or easily irritable because we have too much on our plate and we're trying to get everything done within the time that we have. So it's very easy to be irritable, which in the long run, again, can impact the relationship, the quality of our relationships with our near and dear ones, as well as at work. And most importantly, the relationship with ourselves, because we will be so hard pressed for time, we may not have enough time for self-care and for self-nurturing to help us, to help bring us back to our healthy self. Anytime that you have a stressful experience or stressful phase of your life, it's important to have a phase of relaxation or rejuvenation for us to get back from it. And sometimes when you're hard pressed for time and you have so much on your plate, the easiest thing to that we may cut out, or the things that we find the easiest to cut out, would be the time for our self-care, or the time to nurture ourselves, the time to help us rejuvenate and love ourselves and get us back to being healthy. And that further adds to everything else going on, because that reduces our energy levels in turn. And then we don't have enough energy now. First we didn't have time, now we don't have enough energy to finish everything that we need to do, and that adds to even more stress. Think about that. Oh my goodness, it's like a never-ending circle. So where does that end? So that's an interesting question. So what does that lead to in the end? It can lead to the decline in the amount of time that we have to spend with our loved ones, with our near and dear ones, the ones that matter the most in our life, for whom we actually do most of the other things that we do in our work. We may not have time to spend quality time to spend with our loved ones, quality time to spend for ourselves. The quality of the relationships can suffer. The quality, in the end, of even our ability to work may suffer if you continue to have low energy, or if later on down the lane it can affect your mental abilities or memory or cognitive abilities in any way. It can also affect your ability to work. And despite all the other, not despite, I would say besides all the other health effects of the stress and overwhelm as well, like medical conditions like diabetes or high blood pressure or weight gain or arthritis or any of that follows the stressful pattern. So in the long run, the biggest impact is on our very life, the future of our life, or the number of years that we have, the quality of the number of years that we have in front of you. All those would be the biggest loss from having the stress and overwhelm in our lives without a break and without a resolution. So if this was helpful, if any of this resonated with you, please do leave that in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. I did see somebody liked the video. I'm not able to see who it is who's watching from the view that I have here, but thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you for liking as well. And yeah, please do mention in the comments below what came across for you in your life that resonated with any of this message in this video. And again, if you are intentional about beating physician exhaustion, burnout, or overwhelm, please do feel free to join. There's a free group, Facebook group that I have. It's called Enlightened MD. So you could go to www.facebook.com/groups/enlightened MDS, ENLIGHTENED Enlightened MDs. And it's a free group where we regularly discuss strategies to beat burnout or stress or overwhelm for busy physician moms. And otherwise, I'll see you in the next video 1 week from now. Have a nice rest of this week.